I shall be giving some tips today to students who want to travel to Europe for studies. And most especially, I will be talking about those countries that they can study for free or for a very little amount of tuition. Hey gracious, welcome back to my YouTube channel FORMIGREF, Friends of Migrants and Refugees. I am Mado, a social and immigration worker based in Germany. On this channel, we talk about issues related to migration, migrant stories, migrant experiences, and gender-based violence. If you are visiting my channel for the very first time, I do heartily welcome you. And to those my old subscribers, I say thank you so much. Today, we shall be talking about those countries that you can easily get visa to travel to and to study. So, if you are interested and really willing to know more, stay tuned. I will be right back. So the very first country I want to talk about is Iceland. Iceland is a small country that has about 8 universities, and 7 of those universities are tuition free, except of one which has a very high tuition fee. And to get to Iceland, I want to make it to understand what is required. The first thing you are needed is you have to pay in a $500 application fee, and you have to, once you get your application, your admission letter, you need your passport, you need a police report, you need a statement of purpose, and your transcript. Once you have that, you are now to start with your process. You need to take all these documents now to the embassy. And once you have given it to the embassy, they will now book you an appointment. Once an appointment is booked, you may be asked to come again with the following documents. The only thing that the embassy might want from you is for you to show a proof of fund, and the amount which is needed is just 4,000 euros. 4,000 euros is about 2.7 million CFA. That is just what is needed. It's not like in other countries like Germany that they will ask you to block 10,000 euros. But in this country, you need just 4,000 euros. These 4,000 euros, they will want to see it in your bank account to show that this money has been there for at least 3 months. They just want to see, get an access of your account to see how your account is running. Not that maybe you just took this 4,000, put it there, and then you just go and get your visa. They want to see that this money has been there for 3 months at least. And as soon as you are given the visa, you enter into Iceland, you cannot easily get the money from your account. So I advise students who are seeking for admission to go to Europe that they should try Iceland. Iceland is a very cheap country to go for studies, and it is very easy for you to also get their visa. The second country I also like to talk about is Germany. For sure, I earlier said Germany, the demand is high because they ask you to block at least 10,800 euros in an account. But the school fee in Germany too is also free, except in private universities. All the state universities, you can study there for free. You just pay just about 350 euros. This amount is just for paperwork and for you to get your semester ticket and stuff like that. Otherwise, the school fee in Germany is also free. But they want you to block 10,000 euro as a proof of fund something to show that you can take care of yourself once you are in Germany. But it is not like in Iceland that once you get to Germany, you can remove all that money. Before, students were doing that, but I said in one of my videos that the government stopped that because they do not want a situation where the students will come to Germany and they find themselves in a very difficult situation to to take care of themselves. So the 10,000 euros, you are only obliged to take 650 euros every month. So that 10,000 euros can take you for at least 1 year. After 1 year now, maybe your parents or a sponsor in Europe can now sign you an affidavit of support, which is called in Germany Verpflichtungserklärung. They want to show you, they want to see that there's somebody who is going to take care of you after the first year of your studies. That is very important. And another good thing about Germany is that Germany is very strong economically. Students coming to Germany find little or no problem studying here and getting a side job. So students can work, they can even earn at least 500 euros a month, which is about 350,000 a month. For some students who are very economically and can save, they can still equally save money and take care of themselves, relieving their parents from the burden of keep sponsoring them in Germany. And again, during holidays, the students also have the opportunity to work in different firms because the students, they don't pay tax. So if in a firm you work for 2 to 3 months during your summer break, you can earn more than 6,000 euros. You now see that 6,000 euros is almost just add something very little to what you blocked when you were coming to Germany. So if you work for 3 months and you earn 6,000 euros, it can take you a long way. It's going to relieve your parents from so many stress. And again, in Germany, after your studies, let me say before, and again in Germany, some universities, they don't even ask for German, for a proof of German knowledge, because most of those universities too, they offer courses in English. So if you are coming from an English speaking country, you have the advantage that you don't have problem to study. But while you are in Germany, you might not take your time to be learning the language gradually. By the time you be finishing with studies, you must have maybe attained even B1 or B2 level of German, which is also going to give you ample opportunity for you to get also job in Germany. And once you are done with studies, the German government gives you 18 months for you to stay back and look for a job and search for a job. Within that period, you can find a job. But if you don't find a job and you want to leave Germany, you can as well leave Germany. But there are also so many ways for you to stay back in Germany if you want to stay in Germany. Let's assume that, for example, while going to school, you had a girlfriend, a German girlfriend, and you had a child. Automatically, the status of that child gives you a different status to stay in Germany. Through that child, you can get now a permanent residence. Or maybe while you were going to school or after studies, you also found a wife, a proof that you cannot leave Germany because you already now have your permanent residence. So you can now live in Germany. Now, another interesting country to that that you can easily get a visa to travel to is Norway. To go to Norway too is also very easy. Norway too is a country where they don't pay school fee, but they have similarity like that of Germany, that you also block a 10,000 euros as a proof of fund. Once you have your admission letter with your proof of fund, you now go with the other documents like your passport, your transcript, your admission letter, and everything to the embassy. You apply now for your visa. And as I said, in Norway, they don't pay school fee. The only thing that they charge in Norway is 50 euros dollars, about 30 to 50 euros that they use for application fee. That is the only amount that is being charged for in Norway. Once that is done and you have you now block this 10,000 euros, then you can now take it now to the embassy. But the good thing about Norway also is that this 10,000 euros that is being blocked is now sent now to an account to Norway. Once that one is proven that the amount is there, it is very sure for you to come to Norway. And once you are there, you can now withdraw the money. The only drawback about Norway is that life in Norway is also very hard. The living condition of Norway is really expensive. That is why so many students are advised to maybe get an apartment on the outskirts of Oslo or from the outskirts of the city. Their houses are maybe quite moderate for students. Otherwise, living condition in Norway is very, very expensive. Yeah, that's the only disadvantage living in Norway. The living condition is very expensive. More countries with affordable rates to live in. I'll talk about Austria. Austria too is another country that the school fee too is also very minimal. They pay just 350 euros to 500 for a semester. It's almost like some of the universities too in Germany. They pay that amount too for one semester. So, and that is about let's say about 300,000 CFA. That is what you need to be paying every semester in Austria. Now, once you have that amount, you need now to legalize your documents. They need to legalize and authenticate your documents. They want to be sure about everything about your document, and then they need also to verify if your documents are correct, are okay. You also need a bank statement of 4,000 euros also. And the good thing about the good thing about the university is that the courses are being taught also in English. So for your requirements, you also need a police report. You also need your transcript. You also need your birth certificate, and you also need your legalized document. That is what is being needed for the process for the procedure for you to obtain your visa. Now, another interesting country for you to apply as a student is also Italy. Many universities also in Italy, they study in English. But Italy is not really a very cheap country. But I like to talk about Italy because once you have an admission letter to study in Italy, there are lots of advantages, and it is also very sure 70%. Once you have an acceptance letter, it's also sure 70% to 80% that you are going to get your visa. But you need at least 1,500 to 3,000 euros for your semester that you need to pay in the university. That's the one difficult thing about Italy. But once you are in Italy, there are so many advantages. You can have scholarship as a student. It's very easy for students to get scholarship. They may have the regional scholarship or the government scholarship. And once you have this scholarship, you are sure to have at least 900 euros to 1,200 euros every month. And in some cases, like the regional scholarship, they even give you clothes. They give you people feeding every day. So there's a lot of advantage once you are in Italy. And again, one thing I want to talk about studying in Italy is about a tuition waiver. Once you are in Italy and you already have a place to study in Italy, and it happens that your parents, they cannot really meet up with your studies, you need to prove it that your parents or your sponsor is not getting up to 500 euros a month. Once that is proven that your father cannot earn 500 euros a month, then they are going to waive the tuition fee for you. Now you will be going to school for free. You don't have any problem again with school fee, and you equally be even gaining again from the system because you be having money from the system. And if it happens that you have one of these scholarships, you'll be fine. You'll be having excess, you'll be having food money, you'll be having clothes, you'll be having money every month that you can take good care of yourself and going to school without any problem. But there's also one thing, that once you have this scholarship, you are now deprived now to work. Yeah, you are deprived to work. You just need to concentrate with your studies and go to school, because in most cases, most of these scholarship, they have a time frame, and as a student you must work very hard and very fast to make sure that you are within that time frame. If you have a scholarship for 2 years, you must make sure you finish your studies by 2 years. If your study extends to 3 years, then you are now at the risk of losing the scholarship. You need to work very, very fast and very hard in order to succeed. So I hope these countries that we have spoken about, Iceland, Germany, Italy, Norway, I hope it's going to be a help to you. So I advise you, try your luck in one of those countries. Hope to see you next time on my upcoming video. I wish you all good luck and stay tuned. Bye.